And now, the Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Big D and Bubba, they have a show 5 days a week, but they don't get to say everything that's on their mind, so they have an extra one, and that's how we get the podcast, the podcast, the podcast. Big D and Bubba podcast, the podcast, the podcast. Big D and Bubba podcast.
The sing-alongs get worse and worse every week. All right,
I try to change it up.
If you love music, you need to download the Pickle Jar app. Show some gratitude, some love, some attention to your favorite artists. You know, if you got somebody like a friend who's playing in a bar or something like that, this is a great way to tip them. A lot of people say Venmo and all that, but no, I'm telling you right now, Pickle Jar is a much better app to use because they take a smaller. The artist actually gets all the money, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then, of course, you can also use it for charity stuff and fundraising. So if you're raising something for a little Susie and Timmy's school, you can do it through Pickle Jar app. It's so great. Plus, you can watch exclusive content. They do videos and things.
Live streams, contests, cool stuff.
Concerts.
If you like music, you have to just download it. It's free.
It's awesome, and you get stuff there you can't find anywhere else. So definitely get it, picklejar.com, or just look for it in the Google Play or Apple App Stores, and you are good to go. Hey, I got a new goal. Well, it's not a new goal. I decided to bring one back that I love. It's one of my all-time favorites.
And we got to worry about them flying around on the porch.
It's also Randy Houser's favorite.
It's on a porch.
On the porch.
I send that video every once in a while. Yeah, they're flying around on the porch.
The bees on the porch.
And we got to worry about them flying around on the porch.
Hey, you know who's having a birthday today? Rachel.
Rachel's having a birthday.
She
you know who
is
else?
6 years old. Let's
Happy
not take away
birthday,
from Rachel right
Rachel.
now. Let's talk about how great Rachel is before we move on.
Yeah,
Rachel is
Rachel's
really awesome. A big fan of the podcast and the show. And her
That's all we got.
someone, yeah.
Yeah, somebody.
It says my daughter, so I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
father, daughter, or mother.
It is my wife and my daughter's birthday today, which is
wow.
very convenient because it's easier to remember. when we
Wow.
have the same birthday.
For
So,
sure.
happy birthday to Vivica and Evangeline. Even though I'm pretty sure neither one of them
When
will
you,
listen to this, it's fine.
When you were dating Vivica and she said, and you get around to the dumb questions like, well,
Yeah.
what's your birthday? And she said, it's your, same daughter as your daughter.
Yeah.
Were you like, did you feel like this is meant to be?
I guess.
You fell for that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I fell for
Because you
that.
couldn't
This was a
forget the
sign.
birthday.
You took it
Yeah,
as a
it's
sign.
like a thing that makes you feel like, it's always little things like that.
Do you
that
think she
happen.
took it as a sign?
I don't know. No, I mean, I have no idea.
It
I'm
makes
sure-
her birthday less special.
Yeah, on some level, I don't know if. I'll tell you this: neither one of them has a problem with it, and they think it's cool, or at least as far as I can tell. Although, Vivica has a 2-year-old. Well, we have a 2-year-old nephew. Okay, he was born 2 years ago yesterday at 11:15 p.m., and they were all like, they need to get that baby out of there now. Because her and Evangeline both were like, we don't want another person in the immediate family to have the same birthday.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Where was the baby? In the womb?
Yes.
I was going to say womb.
You just wanted to say womb.
Where
I
was
knew
it?
it.
Where
Maybe
else
some-
would it be?
It's a womb with a view. Look, it's a window.
I don't know. When I was like 17 when my cousin.
I don't think I've ever heard womb with a view.
Womb with a view.
It's a pretty good one. It's like one of those, they put funny, clever names for movies that adults should watch.
That's not one of them.
Wow.
After I said, happy birthday, Rachel, you're 6.
Yeah, it's good times.
This
sometimes
was the podcast.
yes, now it's over.
That's okay.
This was the podcast. One day I really want to do the podcast, start it, tell a bad joke, and just go, all right, play the
Let
close
it
signal.
go out.
And that'll be the end of it. It'll be amazing.
Well, speaking of, are we doing anything special? Is Jelly Roll coming by next week for 420? Next week is going to be podcast episode 420 is next week.
Oh, I thought you were today.
We can maybe try and get him. Wouldn't it be great? Jelly should have like a little 2 Foot Fred. See, 2 Foot Fred, he should he was big and rich forever. He should now, and they're not doing much with him now. So he should go with Jelly, and he would be Jelly Roll, and he would be Jelly Bean.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be great?
This was the
We already
This
did that
was the
joke,
podcast, but now
it
it's
applies.
I'm going to keep calling it.
Well, now it's becoming a thing now. Now it's going to be a callback. Jeez, thanks a
Our
lot.
gold is now that.
God,
We got to worry about them flying around on the poet.
we've turned into our own meme
We
joke.
cannot. We're not doing a pot-related podcast for 420.
No.
podcast?
We
Yes.
did 101st Airborne.
It doesn't matter.
No,
This
hold
is,
on.
What are you
Carson
talking
said
about?
podcast, and no one didn't call her on that.
I think
This
that's
was
actually
the
a thing.
podcast.
I'm pretty sure
I think
somebody
that's the
has
thing, right? Is that one? There has to be one called that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
imagining, yes,
Yeah.
that some
If we-
stoner 8
Yes.
years ago decided.
8 years at least.
8.
Yeah.
Why is 420 a thing? I don't understand what
I
the.
think it's the police code
Yeah, it had to
Oh,
do with.
for narcotics,
Yeah,
or it
something
was
like
in
that.
like L.A. I don't even know, and it just became a thing.
Like 187.
I don't even know what that means.
187's a murder.
So when
Oh.
you. What am I doing? Why even gonna? What?
Yeah,
Happy
no, I
birthday
mean-
to Rachel.
Right, exactly.
I gotta
Let's
keep
try
going back to
remember
it. 6
who
years
we
old.
are, and this we're not the guys.
Well,
who
no,
talk
it is
about
who we are because
bugs.
I had questions about it.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm-
why, that's
Actually,
fine,
hold
but I
on.
mean,
Carson is coming to you with some knowledge.
According to Time magazine, 420 can be traced to 1971, where a group of 5 students at a school in California began meeting at 420 to smoke marijuana.
No way.
That's-
how did that become
I
a
don't
thing
believe
I know, but
everywhere?
that is the top result from Google.
I do not believe that.
Yeah,
what does
that's
Chat GPT say?
what everybody's got. 5 students went to 420. That's what everybody
Oh
over
my
and
God,
over.
5 stoners who
Yeah.
Not true.
like
not-
that, and that becomes a thing that
That's
we
not-
all
That's not
just
true.
That's
know.
not true. That is not true.
It might be true. I mean, there's some
mean, yeah,
dumb
there's some dumb
stuff
things.
in our language.
The thing is,
that we
though,
still
I-
say for Pete's sake and things like that. Well, none of us know what any of it means.
Who says for Pete's sake?
Oh, people still say that.
No one says
Really?
for Pete's sake.
Oh, for Pete's
And what does
sake,
that
yes,
mean?
they do.
What does that mean,
Do they,
Patrick?
though?
I don't know where that comes from. I don't know who Pete is. Is it St. Peter? Is it
I just know it's the title of a monkey song.
Pete the Dragon?
all
Is
I
it
got.
is it
Now, Pete the Dragon, that is a pot song.
no Puff,
Puff
the
the-
Magic Dragon is a
that
pop
is,
song.
too.
Pete the Dragon was a movie, wasn't it?
Wait, and Pete Dragon wasn't a pot thing either?
I have no. I
Is
feel
it,
like
is it the name of the dragon from Puff the Magic Dragon, Pete?
No, it's
No, it's
Puff.
Oh, that's his name. Oh, gotcha.
God, gee.
For someone who doesn't know much about it, I sure do act like I'm on it.
Oh wait, right. Puff.
I'm just dumb.
The killer AI also has backed up
Has
your
confirmed
story.
this, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
I mean,
yeah.
I didn't make it up.
Listen, if you win the battle, you get to make history say what you want it to say.
That is true.
is
And that's the thing, like
absolute
that's the
truth.
dangerous thing about the AI stuff is like I just we'd used it on the show and on the podcast we showed you what the scariness of artificial intelligence can be, but
Well, Bubba
literally
gets rid of-
whoever programs it
Yeah.
can tell you
Yeah.
which way to go.
Bubba
That's
gets rid
wild.
of everything, which is weird for being a prepper. But I will tell you this: hold on to your books, your CDs, and your DVDs, the stuff that you really love, because they're already doing it.
What
They're
now?
this week they announced that they're re-releasing all of I don't know how to say his name, Roald Dahl,
Oh, Roald Dahl.
Dahl, that wrote like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, James and the Giant Peach. They're
First
editing.
off, every one of those are garbage, but go ahead.
I like James and the Giant Peach.
What?
Yeah, I like Matilda
Charlie and the
too.
And
Chocolate
Charlie and the
Factory.
chocolate. I never read the book, but I love
Oh, I did.
the movie.
Willy Wonka. Y'all think
Yeah.
Willy
Yeah.
Wonka's great?
The first one I did
the book-
love. Yeah,
Because
Veruca
his
Salt.
books are dark.
They are dark, and now
That's why
they're
they're
editing them to
interesting.
take out language like fat. They're not going to call the little kid fat anymore. They're not going to call people ugly. Like what?
Why?
It's just, oh my God! It is so weird. They're just changing the language.
So-
So if all you have are digital copies of things, they can just
Change it,
change them, and it's like they changed history. You can't go back and prove it was ever the other way. So that it's
So instead of
I-
fat, do they just say your name
Wow.
yes.
I went back and I read all
Well
of the
or my?
Ian Fleming books of the James Bond series because I had heard they were crazy, like, misogynist and racist and all. I'm like, there's no way, because I love James Bond. So I went and I started at the very first book and read even the short stories, the little novellas that would like appear in magazines. And I read everything in order, the entire Ian Fleming thing, and they were right. They were very racist. They were very misogynist. They were very whatever. But it was just, it's interesting to see that because it was written in the 1950s. Times were different. We
right.
cannot hold
That's right.
things from the 1950s or the 1800s or anything like that to today's standards. You just can't. You can look back and go, wow, that was a different
Can't
way
believe
of
that was
thinking
like that.
back then.
You cannot judge the art or the people of the past with the morals of today. You just can't do it. And if obviously only people born after 1990 are perfect and have never committed any kind of sins because they want to, tell you how horrible everybody who came before them is. But regardless, just to say, if you don't have physical copies of books, of movies, of CDs, of music, they can just change it, re-release.
Even I've been offered pretty big money because I have an original pressing of Michael Jackson's History, and the song "They Don't Care About Us." He had to change the lyrics.
Why?
Because, it was slurs.
Yeah, he had a.
It was a song about him being angry, and it was referenced at himself. But there was an uproar over him using certain words. So when they then distributed it again, every subsequent pressing has been there's a sh or there's a changed lyric.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
What's the song?
The video where
Mean?
she put fat.
No.
in the,
On her first album.
Where it says gay,
Yeah.
you're gay or something.
That's fine. I can't think
I'll
of
tell
the
your
name.
friends
you're
Oh,
gay.
Picture to Burn.
Yeah.
Picture to Burn. And Garrett, who's 25, never even knew that was the lyric. He's like, wait, there's a Taylor Swift lyric? Yeah. She would never write that lyric today. And if you listen to any of the stream versions, it's totally changed and rewritten. And so unless you have the CD, it's like it never happened. But it's going to be stuff like that all the
For
time.
everything.
For everything. I mean,
I
there are
would like
entire
to
episodes of Scrubs, 30 Rock, all these TV shows where they stream the whole series, and there's entire episodes.
Oh, there's a
that
community
are gone.
episode. That,
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I had to go onto illegal websites to BitTorrent, I think the 5 or 6 episodes that are banned off Hulu.
I hate that. I hate that. Again, we can't judge the past by today's standards because this is just the beginning. Just wait until 10, 15 years from now and even a decade or two past that. Could you imagine this entire series of South Park will disappear one day because that is offensive to everyone all the time.
Equally. They're equally offensive. Did you see Ben Stiller, even just in I think it's the last couple of days, he has come out again to defend Tropic Thunder, the Robert Downey, and he said, it's all, you watch the movie, you get why it's done this way. We're not changing anything. I'm not apologizing, but the fact that, how old is that movie at this point?
Oh, it's not even, it's 10 years?
Yeah,
maybe?
at least more than that. And it's that he's still having to, quote, answer for it. So,
Again, he was playing a character
Yep.
who was pretending to
be
be
a character.
It was the weirdest.
That is one of the funniest movies. It is so that movie makes me uncomfortable with some of the jokes, and that's why I know it's great. That's how I am with South Park. Like sometimes I watch South Park and I go, oh, I can't believe they're doing that.
But
and it's perfect.
You know what makes South Park great is that they pick on everybody. They pick on Christians. They pick on Muslims. They pick on Jews. They pick on every single race, creed, whatever you name it, whatever your sexual orientation is, however you identify. They attack everybody. And that's what makes them relevant because they are the best social commentary we have. In all of America, the best social commentary comes from South Park because they cover everything.
There are 2 clips that went super viral this week on Twitter. One of them was from 2014 and one of them was from 2005. And both of them, especially the 2005 one, that could have been, you could have made that last week.
Mrs. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison. And I'm like, that is a almost 20-year-old episode of South Park that they're showing that clip of. And
in the last 2 weeks, they did an episode skewering Harry and Meghan.
oh yeah, now
And their popularity has dropped since. The numbers
Harry and
are
Meghan's?
falling. Yep.
Yeah,
Their
because,
numbers are falling
again-
because people saw all this South Park and was like, oh, you
you
know what?
That's right.
Yeah.
Because people.
I remember whenever they had Jesus in the boxing ring and all that kind of stuff, I was very offended. And then I went, what am I doing?
Why?
I have to be able to look at this from the way, what is the point of their joke? And it was interesting to kind of take myself and remove myself from it. Instead of being offended by it, I was like, what are they trying to prove? And then I was like, okay, I see what they're doing here.
I had to look. I didn't know what the Mr. Garrison was.
Oh yeah.
Did you
I don't want
watch
to
the whole
describe
thing?
it, but it is pretty.
No, I didn't. I just. Wikipedia.
You have to.
Clip is great.
There's a South Parkpedia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Because it's been on, 26 seasons at this point?
Oh yeah.
300, almost 400
Oh, it's the
episodes.
best.
Patrick, there was a bug in here?
Yeah, we got the heat. It came in Nashville. It was 83 degrees yesterday.
Some kind
So
of little
bugs
gnat.
woke up?
They kind of woke up. Now if they got inside, they're okay. But if they go back outside, doom on you because it's cold again.
Good.
Man, I had a ladybug in here.
Yeah.
I had to release
We
it
had
yesterday.
one that was crawling around the ring light a couple of weeks ago, and I just watched her.
You were mesmerized.
I was
It
like,
was
where's she going, little ladybug?
Charlotte's Web. I'm like making a web.
Hey, if you guys you were talking about James Bond, there's a documentary on Amazon called The Music of 007. Oh, man, I love beer. And it's so good.
Is that a beer?
It's really no, it's a Red Bull. It sounds like you are a horse peeing into something. That was gross.
Nothing like good real sound effects.
Yeah. And they go into not just the Ian Fleming theme, but they go into, because there's always songs, like an artist. I think Billie Eilish did the last one. And they go and they talk about the historical importance of these songs and how they fit in, and they just work. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. Check it out. Called The Music of 007.
James Bond movies are the best, and
They are.
I probably have the my favorite Bonds, and I know this is going to shock people. Timothy Dalton was one of my favorites. He only had one. He only had 2 movies. I'm sorry, he had 2 movies. He was so good.
Yeah.
Like, he played it well. He was kind of a mix of the Roger Moore and
Yeah, what's that guy's name?
and a little Daniel Craig too. Like, I could see where Daniel
Oh.
Craig said, "I'll take the serious side of this dude and play the part that way."
I will tell you this, man. No matter how you swing, Daniel Craig does look good in a suit. This was the podcast. Now,
This was the podcast, but now.
I hope there's a station that goes, well, we'd like to pick up the Big D and Bubba show. I'd like to listen to a little bit. And it's me. Well, here's a clip, Big D. Yeah.
Daniel Craig is also
we'll
married
get the
to
other
one
guy.
of the most beautiful women on the planet.
Who's Daniel Craig married to?
Rachel Weisz from The Mummy.
Yeah. She was in Constantine, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, she's
I like her.
oof.
She's got those wide eyes, like
Yes.
what's her name?
She's got that wide set face, and it just works for her. And I look at her and go, "Oh, this is
Oh yeah,
Like
This
Jackie
is why-
Onassis eyes.
Yeah.
They're like way out here. And,
yeah. That she's just that wonderfully formed human. Congratulations, good for
she was
you."
in that chick flick that Bubba made me watch one time. What was
What?
it called?
Disobedience.
No, I can't.
I don't know. I'm
remember
just
the name.
looking at movies that have her in it now. Oh, The Black Widow.
Definitely maybe.
Oh, I love
yeah.
Definitely Maybe.
That was
Yeah.
a good one.
It is a good movie, but I was like, this is the kind of movie I would
See?
never watch without
I saw
somebody
Definitely
telling
Maybe.
me.
Oh,
I haven't
did you?
seen
I
Definitely
haven't.
Maybe. What?
Oh, it's so good.
Oh,
Never
it's
seen
such a
Definitely
great
Maybe. It's
movie.
really
Tell her
good.
what it's
It
about.
actually is really good. First of all,
That's the Ryan
proof
Reynolds
that-
one, right?
Yeah, Big
Yeah.
D has never seen it. Second of all,
Oh, is that the one we're trying to figure out who
Yeah.
mom
Which one the
is?
mom
Yes.
is?
It's so
Ay.
cute.
Yeah,
tells her the
it's
story.
a super cute movie. I think you'd like it. I'm
By the
serious.
way,
It's
if you're
really
new
good.
to the podcast, Big D does not watch chick flicks.
I'm
He
gonna
has
go
never
watch
seen any of these.
inappropriate episodes of It's Always Sunny. It's
Yeah,
fine.
much better.
That's about it.
Much better. Yeah. By the way, all of South Park is on HBO Max now.
Even-
HBO Max is insane. Every Warner Brothers movie, like so many movies, constantly on there
They got all
scrolling
the
through and
old
go,
Batman stuff too.
I
The
can't
cartoons.
believe this is all on here. Like, just it's crazy. It's such a giant.
Is somebody ever going
catalog
to
of
put Super
stuff.
Friends on streaming? I want to watch old Super Friends episodes.
Dude, yeah, that would be awesome. Boop, 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 boop. Meanwhile, Aquaman
Meanwhile-
is doing nothing.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
The museum in Cincinnati where they designed the Hall of Justice to look after is
Yeah.
one of my favorite places. I go there and I'm just like, Superman lives here.
That's so cool. I used to.
This
man.
is Batman's clubhouse.
Dude, that was the move, man. Love that one. Hey Carson, give me an actor or actress.
Brendan Fraser.
He is in the Tarzan movie.
Correct.
Wow, how do you
George of the
remember
Jungle.
that?
Not
George of the
Tarzan.
Jungle.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to him. He was close.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
there was a
I'm
guy
like, I
swinging
Is that the
on
way
a-
we play the
a
game?
vine.
I don't remember if we are
No,
we
I-
supposed to give you a.
you give
we
me the,
usually
you're supposed
give you
to
the
come up with the
movie
name.
or
Yeah,
the
you have to come up with
character.
the character. Yeah, give me
Yeah.
the character.
Oh, that's
Oh
tough.
boy.
Okay. All right. William Wallace in Braveheart.
That is
You got to
Mad
talk
Max.
us through. Yeah, that's right.
he got. I think he's racist.
No,
You
I don't
think?
know. They
Is
say
he?
some bad stuff
You
about him, but I
think?
don't pay attention.
Yeah, something about like
Yeah,
he got out of his car and like was went up to somebody's door or something.
Well, I don't know this
Oh.
story.
He was also Jesus.
No.
Well, he wasn't, but he made the
made that
Jesus
movie.
movie.
He made the
Like,
he made
He
the
was
movie.
he was the hands that drove the nails.
Wait, what?
In the
Yeah.
movie, if you watch the
Yeah.
movie and
Oh,
they
that's his
show the
hands?
moment they
Oh,
show the
wow.
nails being driven, he
Oh.
used his hands. He's like, I need to be the guy.
It's very James
all right.
Cameron of him.
Is it James Cameron?
It's not James Cameron. What was his name? He was in.
Kevin. Give me first letter.
Kevin.
Kurt Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Yes.
Wow.
All right. What's the name of the guy from Die Hard?
Bruce Willis.
Oh, what one snap answer?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right, Kylo Ren.
Oh, he'll never get there.
The actor who plays that's Star Wars.
Yes,
He's kind of unusual looking.
he is.
British.
No.
No.
Oh,
he's
he
a-
looks
he's
like
a
he
former
would.
But I get
Marine.
it. He looks like he should be
Yeah,
British.
he's just kind of like off a little bit. Like you don't really know anyone, and if you, all of his friends were like, he's an actor.
The thing is, I can't even tell you that guy's name off the top of my head, so I'm
Who
not
knows
sure
that
how.
guy? No one
Do you
knows
know
that.
he was in the Marines as well?
Yeah.
He was in the Marines.
Yes, he was.
What's his first letter?
Do we give it to him? It's the first letter. A.
A. Yeah.
Adam.
Adam.
Okay. Yep.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam. What's the last? Just say the last word, like the whole thing. Just say his name. I don't know.
Adam Driver?
Yeah,
Is that what you
we're
meant?
never gonna get
Oh,
there.
okay. Yeah. Like say his whole name. Yeah. There you
That's
go.
what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
I uncled.
Yeah. All right. Who's the actor? How do I put this? Who's like? I don't like. He's his famous role is probably Batman, but there's like 86 Batmans.
Michael Keaton.
No, I wasn't thinking of that one. I was thinking of like the bad Batman. But like not. But like current Batman, he's in all the.
I have no idea which one you're talking about.
Ben Affleck?
He's yes. I was
Oh,
gonna
sorry.
say he's
I
the one
don't
with like
know.
Superman and all that.
Ben
I never saw
Affleck
that.
is married
Correct.
to a girl who is a singer,
Correct.
and Bubba got a picture taken with her.
Yeah,
with
and her name
with his
is-
dumb
With his
Adrian
hat.
hat,
Yeah.
Rocky hat, and she is Jennifer Lopez.
Correct.
Wow.
Jenny from the Block. I remember Jenny from the Block.
Jenny
What?
from the Block.
Do you know the name of the woman he was married to before Jennifer Lopez?
Oh no,
She sparked a hair phenom.
Jennifer
No.
Aniston.
No.
Yes.
No. You're
I
what?
thought they were married.
No, he never dated Jennifer Aniston.
No.
It's a different Jennifer.
Jennifer Garner.
That was
Jennifer
Bennifer.
Gar- oh, I don't
No,
like
Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Gardner's of that. What's in
that
your wallet?
irritating. Yes.
I like
Oh,
Jennifer.
she-
The
what's her
only
name?
reason she's A-list
Warner.
is because of Ben Affleck.
Oh, she's
saying it.
so fake on those
Oh, she's
commercials.
so
It makes me not
irritating.
want
Why
to
do
buy
y'all
anything.
hate her so much?
Oh,
She's
will you
irritating.
watch her? She's so.
Yes.
Oh, her facial
Is Bubba
expressions.
good copying Jennifer Garner?
I
man.
have always liked Jennifer
Oh,
Garner.
no, she
yeah,
is.
she's
the-
fine to look at. Man,
Dad, are you paying with a regular credit card? Here's what's in your wallet. Shut
oh
up.
my God, that's exactly it. Oh, you just made me.
I'm reading this
Oh.
right off the screen.
Right.
All right, Big D.
Here's my
bad.
perfect teeth. And I'm going to show you all of them.
Here's another actor for you. Who played Steve Rogers / Captain America?
Oh wow.
That's you went deep
Is he one of the
What?
Ryans or
For
one of the
him.
Chris's?
for him.
Chris Pratt.
No.
No.
Chris. Is it a P?
No.
No.
Chris. Oh.
I don't know either.
I
Oh,
do.
if he don't know, then
Oh, I
why
do.
would I know? Chris Johnson. I don't know. What's his name? Who is it?
Chris Evans.
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 I never get that. I just know why we used to work with Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did.
I mean,
didn't
do you
we?
know who
Still
plays
do.
Deadpool?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Insert here.
Ryan Reynolds.
Correct.
What?
All right.
How is that? What is
Ryan
that?
Reynolds, full circle, Indefinitely Maybe, which got this whole thing started.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies.
Yes, D is a huge fan.
Also owns a soccer team
Yes.
with one of the guys on It's Always Sunny.
Yep, out of Los Angeles.
And I hope that
No, out of Wrexham.
I meant right.
in-
Yes.
And I hope
In
they
England.
make it
out
up.
of Wales.
I hope they keep going up the leagues. Who plays? This is an actress who plays Laurie Strode, one of Carson's favorite
Wow.
characters from the movie Halloween.
Oh, yeah. We
We
talked
had
to her on the show.
Yeah, we met her. Ish.
Yeah, she was. Yes. I know this. She was in the original Halloween. She's been in a lot of movies. Her dad is famous,
And her mom.
and her mom.
husband.
and her mom
And her husband. Yep.
Who's
All
her?
wrapped around with fame.
And she was in something where she changes places with her daughter.
Correct.
Oh,
yes.
That's right. Freaky
Yes, she
Friday.
is.
Okay. And her name is not Valerie. It's not Valerie. It's kind of it's a common name.
But you had a good sound that you were latching onto with Valerie.
Really?
What's the first letter?
The IE. I was going to give it to him. J.
E-I-E-I-O.
Oh, is it Old McDonald? And did he have a farm? Jessica? Jenny?
Keep coming, man. You got
It
this.
is a J name.
Next letter.
A.
A.
Janice? Jan?
No.
Jack? Jack?
Boy, you are just
You're
all
getting
around it.
closer.
Well, Jay? I like to watch the wheel. I'm not good at it.
Boy, I mean to tell you, you would
The
be
wheel.
terrible at the wheel.
J-A.
Yeah.
Jane.
Jane Polly.
No.
Jane Forrest.
No.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie Johnson. Jamie Johnson. Jamie.
Gosh.
It's
God,
three
I
names.
know.
Yeah,
Boy,
that
you
should
are-
have
Three
been
names.
it. That should, like once you had Jamie, you should have been done.
Jamie, that's not Jamie Lynn Spears.
That's
Britney
close.
Spears.
You found
sister.
the other three
Jamie.
named Jamie.
And at Halloween with Jamie Curtis.
Uh,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Big D.
I know.
That only took 10 minutes. That was
Who played Donnie in The Big Lebowski?
Oh, that is a good one.
One of your
Steve Buscemi.
Yes.
Wow, good
All
job.
right, but that's arguably Big D's favorite movie of all time. I just didn't know if you would know his name.
No, it's not my favorite of all time.
What?
Which
No.
favorite
It's
movie of all
not?
time?
No, To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Oh, yeah.
I knew that.
That's a good one.
But
That's
when
one
it-
that's gonna get canceled already, right?
Pretty sure.
and why? Like it's
I don't
like the
know.
opposite. Like
know.
it's the most what we should be like. We should all be.
Stereotypes.
It's
Bad.
just terrible.
No, wasn't it To Kill a Mockingbird? It got canceled because of the sequel?
I have literally no
That when
idea.
she finally
Oh,
put out,
yeah, I
that's why. It was because
forgot.
Atticus went weird, and then a bunch of hipsters who had named their kid Atticus were like up in arms because, oh no, we named him after this guy in the book, and then you released a second book, and Atticus wasn't who we. Yeah,
What Atticus is a
yeah,
he's
like
racist.
I don't know, Brooklyn problems.
Hey, guess what? Stop naming your children after other things. Name them after family members.
you named your children Frank and Ava.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I understood going into it the implications. I knew. I'm like, man.
Oh, man.
You know the best defenses, Bubba's defenses. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. Do as I say, not as I do.
Hey, look.
Whatever.
Whatever you do, don't become a volunteer fireman. Well, you're a volunteer fireman. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like Bubba
I
telling people
didn't
not
say
to
that.
get fat.
I would love
Don't
to
hang
tell
around
everyone.
with fat people because you'll get fat. But you hang around with fat people every day.
Yeah, I know.
And we got to worry about them flying around on the pool.
Well, here's the deal. Don't name your kids after other people in
other
movies
people and
instead
stuff,
of
yeah.
celebrities.
I named my kids after two celebrities.
I got Scooby and Velma.
Please meet my son, Grape Ape. It's fine.
Grape Ape.
Grape Ape.
How old are you?
Grape Ape.
USA
Jeez.
Cartoon Express, man.
Oh my gosh.
Grape Ape.
She's a schnacklepuss.
God.
Tennessee
American
tuxedo.
It's remember those dumb Olympics they would do, the cartoon
The
Olympics?
Laugh
The Laugh
Olympics.
Olympics.
The Laugh
Oh my god! And
Oh,
then-
they were so terrible.
Oh yeah, and they always have weird contraptions. You're like, there's no way
And
that would get in the air.
Stupid dog. They would just go.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Oh my god, he was the worst.
Yeah, it's just dumb. That's when I was like,
That's when you check out.
Oh, I think that's when kids like kind of split into different groups, you know, like classes. Because I would like see kids who like that, and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to. I'm not gonna.
Oh, you're in reading group 3.
Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't,
Who
I don't know.
played Michael Kelso
Okay.
on that 70s show?
I don't know. I have no idea. Who that is.
Really?
No. Mm-mm.
And that
He's not gonna
90s
get
show.
that.
I don't know either one.
Oh, is
of
he
them.
on there too? I didn't know that.
Man,
I haven't watched.
I
I
wouldn't-
watched like 10 minutes
It's
of the new one.
adorable.
I wouldn't do well like living in LA if you run into people.
Oh no.
Like I would be
Hey,
like,
you're that guy.
I'd be like, man, I know it sounds weird. Did we go to school together? Did you? Are you from Cookville?
Yeah, you barely remember the names of the country singers that actually come
Oh
in here.
man, when I go home, this has happened before. So I was going to meet with the guys at the station, but I was early, and so I was like, yeah, well, across the street is like this grocery store or whatever, and I'm like, man, I'm so tired. So I was pulled up there, and I had my window down. It was warm, and I just kind of reclined my seat a little bit, and this guy walks up and goes, well, hello, stranger. I go, hey. He goes, good. What are you doing back in town? Oh, man, I got a meeting, or whatever. Oh, I got you. Radio stuff? Yeah. He goes, yeah. He goes,
no clue.
Now at this point, you know that he knows who you are.
oh, I know it's someone, I should know them. Because if
Yeah.
someone's in Cookville and they just go, hey, stranger, what are you doing? I know I
You
know them.
Yeah.
I went to school with him. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of looked like the guy from that 70s show or the 90s show.
The dad?
Yeah, whatever the actor you guys are talking about.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I know he
Ashton Kutcher.
he looks familiar,
Yeah.
but I don't know who he is at all.
Right.
And he was like, man, I go, yeah. And then I realized, man, I sound like I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
So act like you know who he is. I'm like, how's things in your world, man? Oh, man, I'm still doing the same thing. I'm like-
Yeah.
I go,
Oh.
Oh, that's no
Yeah.
help.
What
no
is that
help,
same
brother.
thing?
yeah, you same place. He goes, huh? I'm like, oh, no. I go, you're at the same place? He goes, oh, my dad. I know, but I mean, not that you live with your dad,
Yeah.
but, with the same stuff as you're doing.
Dad, it's me, your son.
Then I'm thinking, oh my God, this is
Oh, you're in
completely
an
falling
endless
apart.
trap.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt like the drunk guy who's trying to tell his wife he's not drunk. I was like, oh no, well, I mean, partly the thing. I was bad.
Oh, then you turn into Mumble Man.
Oh.
You just
Yeah, it's the way he just leaves. I watch a guy. There's a mumble guy on TikTok, and he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Man, I
he
put him
goes
up
in.
against Big D though. Mumble Man is a freaking classic.
Yeah.
Talking
People
in
are like, I'm
circles.
sorry. Yeah, I was just here to make sure that we get the because they called me, and so I was like, okay, anytime. And they're like, yeah. So, and they're like, who called you? Oh, I don't even know the name, but they're like, if I get to the like here on the point of it all, and I was like, he said, yeah, it should work, and if you had it in stock, and I didn't know if I'm supposed to. Are you the person? I'm sorry.
What?
What now?
We should get a hidden camera and follow D into stores where he just talks to people like that. That is a
amazing.
million
So
click
who was the
idea.
person?
I
No,
don't.
he has no idea. He never.
I don't
You
know.
still don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
If
I
you or
always
someone you know went up to
I-
Big D on the side of the road in Cookville last week.
and I was like, I always call my buds Jeremy and Gerald because they know I have this mental problem. And I was like, hey man, so there's this guy. We went to school together, and I can just kind of describe him. Boom. Oh yeah, that's Lynn or whatever. Yeah, we played ball with him. He was the tight end. Remember
Oh
when
my
Gerald
gosh.
kicked the cow and he was out for that game? Yeah. Well, that's the one who took his place, and he was in for like 2 games or whatever. Okay. Well, I said, I caught up with him. He's still at the same place.
He owns it now, though.
Yeah, it says it's still him and his dad.
It was his dad. No, they don't live together.
No,
I'm
it's
saying
not
that.
weird,
I'm
right?
just saying that he's still there, and things are fine. And he listens.
He goes grocery shopping in the middle of the day.
Well, hello, stranger. Hey, what's up?
Oh, hey, I'm going to change gears just because something just came across. And Patrick's like, oh, here he goes. He's Bubba in
No,
again.
I'm just trying
No,
to-
something that we have
trying to wrap
talked
it
about.
up.
I know. Something we've talked about on the show. We mentioned ChatGPT as well. This just came down from the United States Copyright Office. They said that there will be no copyright protection for AI-generated works. So if like the AI cannot claim a copyright on it.
Who's saying
This
that?
just came to us from the United States Copyright Office.
Lots of legal things that you
But
can think about.
Are they saying if you take something off AI, then you can't copyright it?
It says that the AI cannot copyright it. So it does not belong to the AI.
I would still think that would be.
I'm sure this is going to go to
shady.
the Supreme Court at some
will
point,
at some point.
and it'll work its way through the
Because
court
Microsoft,
system.
who now owns that, will with Bing, they will start suing people for stuff that they use off of ChatGPT or Bing Chat or whatever.
They're
it's gonna be
doing the artwork, how
Telling
people
you.
tell the AI
Yeah.
to do things. It's like saying that those works are not original works. They're not protected by copyright. So good luck. So yeah,
That means you can't copyright them either. So if you tell Bing Chat to write a song and then you take it and change 3 words and put it out, gonna be hard to get a copyright on that.
it's gonna be hard for anybody to get a copyright.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna. I mean, think about how many times somebody goes, "I need a word that rhymes with purple," and they just go and look at the rhyme generator and come up
First
with
of all,
something.
There is no word that rhymes with purple. Second of all,
Gerbil.
rhyming dictionaries are not the same as telling the thing to write a song. What did you say, D?
Gerbil.
Gerbil.
Gerbil does rhyme.
Yeah,
with
you know what?
purple.
Gerbil rhymes with purple. Let's go with that.
I am
That's
on
good.
Word Hipple. We got circle, hurdle, journal, verbal, burble, turtle, curdle, girdle,
Literally
kernel,
none
thermal,
of those
durble.
things rhyme with purple.
Yeah, it
Y'all
says
know what
so.
a rhyme is, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It goes into weird stuff later.
Oprah, Color Purple. I never saw it, but I know she's in it.
Wow.
There you go.
Look
Good
at
job.
you.
Yeah.
Well played. Who else
We
is
got
in
to
the
worry
color
about them
purple?
flying around on the
Who
pool.
was the star? She's a really famous actress. She's a TV host now.
EGOT.
EGOT?
She's an
EGOT.
EGOT.
She's got a
What's an
Emmy,
EGOT?
a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony.
Oh my God, that's what EGOT
I
means.
thought that was a disease.
I thought it was some
she
of those
has
birds.
EGOT. Oh no.
That's
it's only like-
around water.
What, like 15 people who've ever won all
No,
4?
the number's higher now. Yeah.
I can come up with
Say it's in the
egret better than
20s
I
or
can this
30s.
lady's name. She's a TV host now.
Yeah.
Yep.
She was in the color purple. She was the star.
Oprah wasn't the star.
No.
Somebody else was. Is she black?
Correct.
Gail King.
No.
Gail King was a
No.
news anchor.
She was on Ghost.
Oh, that's
WFSB
what she
in
said.
Connecticut.
No, she was on Ghost.
Look
and
at your
she
look
was-
at your Connecticut flex.
Gail King.
WGOP, Connecticut's #1 for your
I
favorite
grew
news.
up watching Gail King, and then suddenly, I'm Oprah's best friend, and now I'm leaving, and I have a charm.
I don't know. It's Halle Berry.
It's Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Oh
That's not even close to Halle Berry.
no, they're
They
not.
get confused all the time,
All the
actually.
time.
You probably get this a lot. Not as much as you think.
It's the same number of people confusing you with Dierks Bentley. They're like,
Who, by the way, is coming up on the podcast next. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
This was the podcast, but now it's over. But that's okay, because you can listen to the regular show